Alright, now it says on my end we're live. There's might be a little delay. We'll put that in the chat right now and I don't know why it's delaying like this, but we'll figure out why and get it fixed at whatever point, man. Alright. How's everybody doing tonight? I see there's a lot of people in the chat. Yeah, I can't say anything I'm working on right now that's not going on YouTube, but it's pretty fun. Danny's there. He's working on some stuff right now, so he'll be in and out a little bit. So, oh man, how's it going, Goose? Winnipeg? How's it going, man? Oh, it's just one of those nights. I'm a little tired, so yeah. Let me open it up on my phone, make sure, because again, I want to see what the delay is, so that like people who are like, dude, why are you just sitting there doing nothing, um, aren't just you know basically wondering. Let's see, there we go. Okay, got it up. It's working. It's working. By the way, click that like button. Yeah, it's a busy night. There's a lot of stuff being going on tonight. A lot of people streaming, a lot of people doing stuff. So it's fine if we don't have too many. I'm fine, honestly, not having a big show tonight compared to usual. It's all right. There's Danny. Oh, there he was. I'm watching on the YouTube view of it, so I got the stream going right now.
I'm still here. I'm just getting this massive pot of soup out.
It's all right. Oh, give me a minute for share it on Twitter. Get everybody, give people in. I like to give people a bit of early bit to go on. I see that it didn't send to a lot of people's notifications. Got a few people that text me that. So, anybody know the outro song? Fusion, if you could reiterate, is it the outro song for my channel, or is it just like what are we talking about with that one? Because if it's the outro song,
Might be talking about the podcast,
um,
and I cannot remember what the name of that one is.
well, I'll have him say whatever he's talking about, which one. By the way, click that like button. And Danny Deliver says Danny B cooking.
No, Danny B just got off a few minutes ago and is heating up soup.
Oh man. So a little bit ago, I don't know if Darian or Eric will be in, um, but either way, a little bit ago we talked about some different like memorabilia we had. We talked about it last week about like different stuff that we had, um, autographs, different things like that. And I'd mentioned that I used to do these autograph books when I went to Chicagoland, or I used to have like things that would people would sign, and well, I was digging through my closet and I found them, all these different autographs I had, point standings, and you can tell I haven't taken it out in a while. There's ones in here. I think there might be ones in the back inside cover. Yeah, there are. There's tons of them. I can go through them later. Um, but you can tell I haven't looked at them for a while. Instacart is sponsoring a race, Danny, says Andrew Winslow.
Yeah, Claudia told me about that, and I now work for someone full time, so I don't do Instacart as much as I used to, but she still does a little bit here and there. So happy to see that they're kind of stepping in, and kind of the same way of DoorDash. You realize they got to get their brand up there.
But yeah, so I didn't realize I hadn't taken this out in years, and I was flipping through the pages, looking because I have old point standings in here, and I'm flipping through, and I found the year that I had stopped writing in this thing, and it's 2015. I don't even know if I got these damn things right because I didn't know of racing reference until like a couple years ago. So it's kind of funny looking back at it. Um, but yeah, there's a few different things I have. I actually have. So I used to keep track from 2011 to 2016. Every week I'd keep track of the results and then the points, and so I kept them in like these notebooks. I'm basically tonight sharing how much of a massive nerd for NASCAR that I was and have been in my life. Um, If I'm coughing tonight, I'm not sick. I went on a long run and it got really cold, and I haven't been running as much as I would have liked to. So, apologies if I sound like a wheezing old man. Um, I do 200, 300 a week easy on Instacart, pretty much on my way home after work. Easy money working the routes right. Is that true, Danny?
Yeah, like at the height of the pandemic, I've made like $1,000 in 1 week. So yeah, it's pretty good side money.
Damn. I'm not good at I'm not good at going to stores. I worked in a grocery store for 2 years. Might have been three. I can't remember. It was like my first job, like in and out of high school, and I don't like going to stores after that. They ruined stores for me. Um, so
Which store did you work at?
it was one that's more an Illinois, Missouri based one called Schnucks.
Gotcha.
It ain't great. I mean, it's not the greatest. I learned just how unsanitary grocery stores can be. Just saying that now. I also learned though how to save money and not throw away food that's actually still good. So that's a positive.
From my experience doing Instacart, honestly, my favorite stores are Publix. They're very good.
Do you remember when we came down for right after Christmas, like Chris and
Yep.
I, and she freaked out that there were like three Publix within like a 10-mile radius.
Yep. And that's how you knew you wanted to move here.
Yep. Anywhere but Illinois, man. Anywhere. Um, Jake asks in the chat. Jake, he says, Danny Diecast collection video. When?
Sometime. I don't know when, but sometime. I do have some other things coming up. Should be next month. Uh, Going to Nashville Super Speedway to do something. So you just have to see what happens with that.
Uh, I will say, and I'll say it throughout the stream so that people coming in don't miss this, and I'll definitely say at the end. Next week, I think next. Let me check the DMs for what day this stream will be on next week. But we got a bit of a more focused one. Um, and I think a lot of you all around motorsports fans are really going to enjoy it. Um, let's see. Yeah. So there's no racing next Friday night. And there's been a lot of stuff, a lot of talk about Indianapolis and the Indy 500. And so I was thinking it'd be really cool to get us all on here and get, you know, get David Land on here to talk about the IndyCar attendance and about other stuff going on with the IndyCar season this year. It's a field I'm not exactly an expert in by any means, but I really want to learn and I want to get into it. And I think talking about it more and learning about it through streaming and hearing what he has to say, hearing what the chat has to say, and if anyone else jumps on that has expertise with it, has to say, it would be a really good way of getting me into it. So, yeah. I have no idea how much. Oh, thank you, Michael Jensen, for the $5 super chat. It says, evening, guys. Of these current playoff drivers, who stays in all year, if any? Priest, 12th, Custer, 14th, Busher, 15th, Bubba, 16th. What do you think, Danny?
Sorry, I was responding back to that. You have to repeat the question.
Oh, do you want me to repeat it real quick?
Yeah, because I was responding to a text message. I'm sorry.
So Michael Jensen for $5 says, evening, guys. Of these current playoff drivers, who stays in all year, if any? Priest in 12th, Custer in 14th, Busher in 15th, or Bubba in 16th?
I think Busher can stay in there so far with what I've seen, but it just depends on how many winners we actually have.
I'll go with Custer, if any. I personally don't think any of them will make it unless they get a win.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's going to come down to what happens at Talladega, but I can see maybe Busher.
Like how, again, I can't say Jake's name, but he says, Danny, is there 2021 Daytona 500 vlog coming out? Also, good luck saying my last name, Jared.
Yeah, at some point, I just have not had the time to go through all the footage yet for Daytona.
I'm just putting this tweet out really quick so that some people can jump in. Then we'll kind of jump into to what we're gonna go over today. Again, I don't really do too much publicity for this show just because it's something that I like to just jump on here and have some fun with. I'll probably stream after the race on Sunday, so keep an eye out for that. But in all honesty, this is like a more focused BS stream of stuff we can't talk about on the podcast. That's like
Yeah.
it's a happy medium, which is fine with me. Let's see what else we got in here. Yeah, a lot of people are pretty happy about it for next week. Thoughts on Enfinger? I don't mind Enfinger. Do you have a favorite crew chief, Jarrett? Are we talking all time or just now? If all time, I'm going with Tonieri Sr. If we're talking um, current ones, damn, I don't really know too many of the current ones, to be completely honest with you. If I had to think off the top of my head, I know I'll get a lot of heat from a lot of Chase fans, but I honestly like Gustafson. I've seen him at the track before when we were in the infield in 2019 and the start of 2020, and he always, every time I go by him, he always gives me a high five. Like, we give each other a high five. So, I like him. I mean, he's nice to me, you know? Why wouldn't I? Jarrett, are you excited for Las Vegas? Somewhat. I think there is definitely the potential of a great race. Just has to be the right conditions and right luck. Edible Giraffe, Edible Giraffe 59 for the $5 super chat. How many drivers can you name who have exactly 2 cup wins?
What's booming?
Yeah. I mean, I have the cup all-time win list on my phone, so I can literally just pull it up right now. Wherever it went. There it is. I'm gonna name the ones who are like completely left field that people don't know about. Emmanuel Zervakis, Gober Sosby, Marvin Porter, Tom Pistone, Jimmy Pardue, Danny Letner, Elmo Langley, Al Keller, Joe Lee Johnson, Bobby Johns, Ray
That sounds like a cool name, Bobby Johns.
Here's one. Derek Cope.
Mm-hmm.
John Andretti. Marcus Ambrose. Oh, I see we have somebody jumping in.
Who is it?
Who's that Pokemon? Is he going to be in the dark?
Oh, you know it. You know I'll be in the dark. I'm afraid to even turn on my camera.
Oh, man. How's it going, man?
I'm not afraid to turn my camera on. I'm just eating, so I don't want to show me eating.
I'm doing good. I'm just popping in because I'm gonna have to. I just finished recording. I don't know if I can say it. I just finished recording something. Hold on. You guys know. Oh fuck! What the whole?
Out of the groove.
No, not out of the groove. Something a little bit more special than that. Oh, I'm not dark. Whoa, that's big.
Yes.
But I was just recording on someone we all know's show that you guys will hear here in a few days, and that'll be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Exciting stuff.
I guess what we were talking about.
I think I told you guys, but I guess we I'm not gonna say it. No, don't worry. I bought a new guitar today. I got an acoustic bass guitar. So I live in an apartment now, and so to not annoy the people who live right over here with
Wait,
like
are you downstairs or upstairs?
Upstairs. So
okay, time to annoy the downstairs neighbors. Here we go.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, if I had like if my big bass amp, with the subwoofer and everything, like it doesn't matter how quiet I make it, just like the sonic vibrations would absolutely rattle the people below or next to me. So I had to get an acoustic one that's not quite as bad. So anyway, I was just playing that a minute ago. But how are y'all doing tonight?
Pretty good, just chilling. Honestly, just God crap, I can't say it live. I told Danny I got a funny call right before we went live. Just whether it's
how
podcast,
funny.
It was pretty funny. I'll let you know like after the fact. No,
the UFO is involved. That's all you get to know.
Yeah.
What's involved?
The UFO.
Oh no.
Context clues from last night, and we'll
could
just
be
build
anything
it from there.
Oh gosh. Could be absolutely anything.
I could real quick. I could send it in our group chat.
Okay, please do, and I'll just shout it so that everybody watching knows exactly what's happening.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so everyone can watch us just sit here and basically text each other.
Yeah, let's text each other instead of talk to each other.
I wonder, do you remember,
2021 streamings.
well, do you remember when, I think it was Kamikaze had, he, he streamed himself sleeping for like 8 hours or something, and people were watching.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I kind of want to see. I want to see because it shows how it shows the concurrent viewers on the playback, and then it shows like how many people were actually watching. I want to see how many people would tune in and just watch me sleep like freaks.
I'm gonna
What
be
if you
honest.
start talking in your sleep and you say something terrible? You just say something awful, like Jimmy Johnson's the worst driver in NASCAR history. Like that'd be horrible.
I'm
Or
gonna be
he,
honest. I would not tune into that, Jared. I'm sorry.
I don't blame you. I wouldn't
Oh,
tune in
I'd
too.
tune in. I can't say I'd stay for longer than like 10 minutes, but I'd like be just out of curiosity. I would tune in. Yeah.
It's like, oh, he drools in his sleep. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right, let me send that really quick.
I'm waiting. I need to watch whatever that track house thing that NASCAR apparently just premiered.
So,
I don't know what it is. I haven't had a chance to look at it.
so I tuned into some of it while I was setting up for tonight, and I turned it on right at the moment that they were cleaning out the puke car.
Oh, and that's good. Glad they got that
And no, and so they're sitting in the
captured.
shop cleaning it. And he goes, "Oh, this is disgusting." And the guy comes over. It's like, "Oh, what's going on?" He's like, "Dude, we've cleaned this 4 times and it still smells." And that got me
Like,
thinking. Imagine that poor sap at JGR in 2004, I think it was, who would have to clean out Stewart's shit car. He
yeah, well,
literally had to clean a shit stain. All right,
that was my nickname for Tony Stewart back around 2005, 2006.
shit stain. especially, especially in the
Especially
Daytona
after the
500.
yeah, especially after the '06 Daytona 500.
I was
If we ever get Tony on the show, we gotta bring that up, right?
Tony. What was
Absolutely.
it like when you literally crapped your pants?
I'm getting off here. Bye, guys.
All right, I'll finish that. It's like every
You
time
still
I
haven't
say
sent it?
I'm multitasking and I'm not good at it.
Get off his back, Eric. Jeez.
All right, now they can actually watch me sit here and text. Keep while I text.
I'm putting on the show.
Yeah, put on the show while I sit here.
Oh, you
and
guys
text
like
you.
this? You like these moves?
Behold what I have here.
Whoa.
A diecast model kit that has never been put together.
That's
And
cool.
we've had this forever now. We were supposed to make this on the original Bristol trip in 2019. It has still not been put together. So how about I put this together tonight?
And in the vlog, Darian's sitting there like, "We're gonna build this," and it just you put text, "We didn't."
Oh, I forgot we were gonna bring. You want us to show off vintage or like NASCAR memorabilia, right?
Yeah, just anything you got that's like pretty cool. Like I got the notebook of autographs right here.
Yeah, that's cool. I don't have
Yeah.
anything that tops that. I'll be right back. I have maybe one thing. I'll show this. I've probably showed it before.
He has more than a torso. I think that was the first thing I told you and Darian when I met you guys, Danny. It's like,
Yeah.
we're more than just torsos.
Yeah, you do have a body.
I've told you guys the story of when I went to like a fancy gala in downtown Austin and they had a auction and the one NASCAR thing there was this Jimmy Johnson 2002 hauler
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
rookie car.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm getting that.
Yeah, so I was like, there's like people bidding like $800 for like a signed, Hakeem Olajuwon jersey and stuff like that, and Tony Romo like paintings and stuff. And I was like, no, I want the Jimmy Johnson truck. Give me the Jimmy truck.
You know what I learned about Tony Romo? Is that
What?
he grew up like 20, 30 miles from me. I didn't know that. Like,
Fantastic.
because he grew up in Janesville, and I'm always in Janesville, and so I was like reading one night, and it's like Tony Romo from Janesville, Wisconsin. I'm like, wait, what?
Oh, I haven't taken this thing out of the box, so because I'm afraid it'll like, not that I care about like devaluing it. Just I think it looks cool with the car like up there, and you got little baby. Oh, where's the camera? Baby Jimmy. The glare is gonna be really bad. What the heck? There he is, baby Jimmy.
Jimmy.
And there's one thing sitting over here that I probably will not take out of the box, but it's pretty cool to see it.
What one is it?
Huh?
What one is it?
Sorry, I'm just trying to get this stupid thing open. All right, so the thing I'm not going to take out of the box, because I actually have a lot more. I don't need to worry about opening this.
All right.
It is 1992 NASCAR cards, a whole box of them, still have plastic on it.
Dude, this is literally going to be a whole stream of us just geeking out at each other's memorabilia.
My dad gave this to me. He had it and he gave it to me. But then, so
it's unopened still. It's
that one's
fresh.
unopened. But then there's this
Oh my!
whole thing. I think what else in here? This is like another. I think that's basically what was inside of that box. It was just like another thing of it.
Damn. See,
That's pretty cool.
So
I guess all the cards can go into this book right here.
So I have one card that I have it like kind of hanging up right behind. Oh, thank you, Xavier Castro says if you can different aspects from, I think if you can take different aspects from different tracks and make it one super track, what would it be? Fun question for tonight's stream. That's actually interesting.
I'll think about it.
I'd have a road course like Watkins Glen, but the turns have banking like Bristol.
Ooh, I like it. And doesn't Tassel have like tons of banking too?
Tassel was all banking, even the straightaways were like 20 degrees.
Oh, so what were the corners?
Like 28, 30, something like that.
That's amazing. All right, I'm gonna send that thing over now. I have it all texted out.
I would want a circular track that like it's just a circle, but the banking changes. At certain points it's like Daytona banking, at other points it's like New Hampshire banking, but it's just like as you go around.
They actually had something similar to that.
Well, I know they've had circular tracks, but have they ever had them with significant banking?
I'm not sure about the banking, but yeah, I know that they had like circular dirt tracks at back at the start. Okay, I want to see your reaction when you read this. Don't like say it out loud, but
oh, did you send it finally?
Yeah, to the podcast chat.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I laughed so damn hard after the fact. I was like, I can't believe that's true, but that's awesome.
We have removed the plastic here. Let's investigate all the parts for this model here.
That is pretty funny.
So. I want to show you. I have a card that I've had on my wall. I might have shown it before, but I've had it right behind the screen when I stream. I've shown it before. I think.
Ooh.
It's a signed '98 Daytona 500 Dale Earnhardt card.
Bruh, that's pretty wild.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was like,
that's nutty. All right, well then I can't show what I was going to show because mine's nowhere close to that. When I ordered something. I ordered some Matt Kenseth stuff at the end of this last season because it was cheap and it was his sister selling it. And she threw in a bunch of other random old Matt Kenseth stuff. So like she sent me like a sleeve of old Matt Kenseth cards.
That's so cool.
They're pretty cool. And I have one that actually a fan sent me a couple of years ago and I had a P.O. box. Maybe is in that closet still. That was signed. It was a 2009 card, which was a year he won the Daytona 500. So it's almost like a signed Daytona 500 win card for Matt Kenseth, but not quite. But yeah. I can't beat the signed 1998 Daytona Dale collar. What the heck? That's crazy.
I have a funny story about this one. It is a signed 2010 Joey Logano like race team thing here.
Ooh.
So, yeah. So I have a funny story about it. This was I believe this was 2010. Let me check. I have my autograph book right here that I made for 2010.
Very, very stylish.
So it is 2010. So we're sitting at the corner. There's a corner, and I will get to that. I'll get to that super chat in a moment, Xavier. So I'm sitting at the corner where all the cars come up that's near the driver's lot that I would stay for autographs. And my dad and I are standing there. It's like, I think it's Sunday or not Sunday. It's Saturday afternoon, right before the race, and the drivers really aren't stopping. I mean, we got Montoya to stop, we got Martin to stop, we got Richard Childress to stop, and these police come up to me. They're like, "Son, we need you to come with me," and I'm like, okay. Yeah, I didn't think anything of it because I didn't do anything. Um, and my dad's sitting there kind of freaking out, like, what did he do? Like, he's 13. What did he do?
What
and
didn't he do?
and they come and they're like, here you go. They hand me that, and I'm just like, thank you. And
Wait,
they
the card? That's where you got that card?
that card, yeah. They're like, well, yeah, we had a bunch of extras, so we figured
Oh,
you would
okay.
want one. We're like, because so they had been near there because I always had a police
That's
car
cool.
there, and they're like, yeah, we've seen him sitting out here since Wednesday afternoon getting autographs. So like, we kind of figured he deserved to at least get a freebie.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Xavier, thank you for the 3.99. One more. What's one diecast or memorabilia you need? That's a good one.
Well, one day I really want the 2009 '88 GoDaddy Brad Keselowski car.
That's a good one.
I don't know about diecast. I know memorabilia. I want a DeWalt hood. I don't care from what car or what driver. No, I don't want it to be Ambrose. So it has to be Kenseth or maybe Jones. I want a DeWalt hood to mount on like the front of my house one day. I want that. I don't know.
I like that
Diecast, I
one.
don't know. I gotta think.
Let's see. I seen it. I have seen it, and I'll get to that super chat in a minute. GN and edible giraffe. I love that name.
That's a
Uh,
good name.
I've seen it at the Bristol tent vendors, and I know that they're hard to come by, but there are super speedway Monte Carlo SS or Monte Carlo noses from like 2003 2005, the big flat noses, and I want to buy one and kind of just smooth it all out and paint it like a Dale Jr. 2004 Budweiser nose and use that as my TV stand.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
I've seen people do. I think Elijah. He's
Yep.
done that. He's like a Kurt Busch Monster Energy kind of
And
nose.
that's where I got the idea from, and I would love if
Yeah.
it like lit up from behind and stuff too. Because
Oh
like
yeah.
the UFO, for instance, let me get it more in frame really quick. I sometimes I'll just take the UFO off and I'll put a die cast on top, and it looks like perfect underglow. So that's what I think I would want.
That'd be cool.
If like, because I'm looking at moving down to Tennessee in the next year or two, and that would be perfect to be in the middle of my living room. Let's see. Gian, thank
Oh
you
yeah.
for the $2 super chat. All three of you, favorite theme park rides?
That's tough, man. How can I narrow it down? All right. For me, Tower of Terror because I worked there for five months at Disney World. They're all Disney rides for me. Splash Mountain and Expedition Everest.
Mine. Oh, go ahead, Danny. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Daredevil Falls at Dollywood is really fun.
I need to go to Dollywood. They got some bangers over there.
We should go, whenever we all get together over the summer. We should honestly we should go to Dollywood one of the days.
Dollywood.
That'd be freaking awesome.
I love that.
I've always loved the Jurassic Park ride at Universal. Always loved it.
Good one.
With the T-Rex at the end. And see, what sucks is I had glasses only back the first time that I went on it in 2008. So I had to take my glasses off because I was afraid they were going to fly off when we went down the drop. So everything was blurry for me.
That makes it even more realistic though, because then you don't see the little like mechanical, imperfections.
Yeah, but at the same time, I like if it's not like to here,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can't see. Like
Yeah.
it's very blurry. But I mean, it was cool. The sounds were really cool and stuff. I just kind of imagined I was like Nedry and I got the Dilophosaurus venom in my eyes, and that's what was going on. But I loved that one. The second time I went on it, it was like 95 degrees, and so
That splash at the end was helpful.
yeah.
Was welcome.
And then Edible Giraffe 59 left a $5 super chat. So asking, you guys planning on attending any races this year? I'm planning to attend Talladega, and I might go to the Roval. Depending on what Talladega race you're going to, I might be going to the same one.
Yeah, right now, Circuit of the Americas and Nashville are the only tracks I have tickets for. And I guess even in those, at least in the case of Coda, it's not guaranteed that'll get you access. But the idea is to go to at least those two right now for me.
Road America, that's one definitely I'm going to just because it's close.
I'm going to Dirt Bristol and Nashville, and as of now, that's all that's confirmed. But anything can happen, I guess.
You're just gonna pop up at every race that we think you're not going to.
I can't promise that one.
You show up to Bristol in one of the weeks. I'm at the wrong track. Oh,
or we'll probably go to Nashville. That's a lot closer.
yeah. Andrew Winslow, thank you for the $5 super chat. Expectations for Nashville. My first race, not at either AMS or Road America. And I hope y'all, or God, it's moving a little faster. And I hope the racing is just as good as it is there. Y'all going? Well, we answered that one. That we answered that we're all going. What are your guys' expectations for Nashville?
I don't know. I just don't know how the surface will hold up. And I don't remember that much of the races, the bush races and truck races like from there. I mean, I feel like it was often kind of a one groove track, or wasn't super wide, just wasn't a super wide racing groove. Maybe it widened out towards the end. I don't really remember. So we'll see. I mean, they're running the low downforce package for Cup at least. So
yeah, I think it'll just, for me, it'll just be nice to have a race that close to home. So that's all I'm taking it with,
Blue Jimmy says, fingers crossed Martinsville will increase to 30% capacity by the night race. I mean, trends right now, at least in the U.S., are looking up, so maybe.
According to the trends.
Looking down, you mean?
Yes,
like
yeah.
Going up, it's...
Okay. Going up in...
it's a good thing.
Yes, going up in enthusiasm. Down in Big Bad Vid. Okay, so I talked about it before. If anyone was wondering, this right here is what Ward Burton's autograph looks like.
I could read that. I was like, that's Ward Burton, isn't it?
That's Ward Burton.
I like the little like loop-de-loop he does on his tee.
Yeah, and then I wonder if you guys can name all four that are on here. So let me put it to
What year was this?
2007.
All right, one I know for sure. That's Casey Kane.
Yep.
2004, you said? Seven. I feel like I can't.
Yeah.
Is that Jeff?
Yes.
Jeff Gordon?
Nope.
No, it's an H. Who? Bobby Hamilton?
Nope.
I don't know if that would...
That made no sense.
Yeah, that wouldn't work. I saw it looked like Bobby and then Ham. I thought, is it Jeff Hammond?
Yes.
Wait, really?
Yes, I met him. He rode in on his Harley, and this thing was beefed up. Like, dude, my chest was shaking when he came in. And he's just sitting in the middle talking to a security guard, and I walk up, I'm like, can I have? And I'm like, 10. I'm like, can I have your autograph? Yes, you can, young man. Signs it. Thank you very much, young man. Like, thank you,
young boy.
I'm not again.
Young laddie.
I'm not sick. I am. I went on a run, and it's a long story. John Lee Pettimore, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Says, predicting Dirt Bristol will have a Dust Bowl for TV viewers. I predict disaster. Never been done before.
Yeah, day racing on dirt is not a good idea. Especially Ford cars. It's I'm definitely going to be bringing some kind of eye protection with me.
Yeah, that is a because I've been to dirt races before, and that is 100% needed. Is bring clear goggles. Honestly,
especially if you go to anything that's very high powered, like late models, and even though these NASCAR is not going to get the same lap times as a light model. But it's still going to be pretty high horsepower, and there will be a lot of dust flying.
All right. Think you can guess this guy in the red?
Is that Newman?
Yep.
Yeah, I see a 12. Yeah, that's Newman.
And then one last one in the corner here.
Brett?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's definitely a B.
Is it Bobby Labonte?
Bingo.
Oh my gosh.
I've been watching old Steve Irwin stuff, so I got Dingo on the mind.
Dingo, bingo, bango, bongo.
And then I got a few more. Who do you think has the biggest damn autograph?
Bro, I don't know.
Robbie Gordon.
Whoa, that's funny. We said it at the same time.
So yeah, I got Robbie Gordon, Ricky Rackman. I can't tell if this is. I can't tell who this one is, honestly. Like, I cannot tell who this is. I think it's David Stremme.
Could be. Is that Rutledge Wood I see?
Yep.
Was he around in 2007?
Yeah, he worked for Race Day. And then there's
Oh,
Casey,
God.
He's been around way longer than you think.
I didn't realize.
Casey Mears, and then you can barely see it because he used like a ballpoint pen basically, but that's Clint
Oh.
Boyer.
CB.
And then, funny fact that I learned. Who has more wins, Red Byron or William Byron?
Oh man, the answer feels like it'd be red, but maybe that's a trick question. Wait,
Maybe
like cup wins
maybe,
or?
maybe it's the same.
I mean, I know Red's got at least one.
Well, he's a champion.
Yes. I don't know. William.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
Go for it.
Wait, what?
Danny, I thought you knew. Do you know?
No, I'm gonna say Red Byron.
Danny, you actually were right in your taunting answer. They have the same amount of wins.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
He won a championship with 2 wins. Cool.
Were both those wins in the same season?
Yep. Oh.
Gosh.
Oh, no way. Noah just left $2 super chat. Fun fact, I work every day with Ricky Rackman. Oh my god, that's awesome.
That's huge.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. No, y'all don't realize. So, okay. There's a backstory to this here. Do you guys remember the Free the 8 campaign?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
so for those that might not have watched at the time or are too young to have remembered, back in 2007 when Dale Jr. was a free agent, and when he went to Hendrick, there was a big giant battle of him getting the 8 car, and like if Budweiser was going to go with him, and in that Ricky Rackman led the charge, and he started the Teresa Free the 8 campaign. Well, I got to meet him, and I find out later from my dad that my dad used to watch him on MTV back in the day on Headbangers Ball, which is an old music show, I think from the 80s. By the way, I can hear myself a little bit. Anyway, Noah, I ask this because since you work with him, can you please ask him about Headbangers Ball? Like, I want to know. I know. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool.
I thought you were gonna ask hey, can you identify this signature? Is this actually yours?
Oh no, I know it's him. Because I was geeking out when I met him. Because he got I thought he was the biggest badass, man. He had the jet black hair that stuck up at the time, like old 2000 standards. He had like the sleeves on.
Like he was still on MTV.
And wait, what?
Like he was still on MTV.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he was in 90s MTV mode, and he always had a black concert T-shirt on, and usually black jeans or blue jeans, and Noah just left me a DM, says dude brings his guitar and plays it all the time, and he always shares stories from Headbangers. Oh, that's so cool! That's so cool. I'm geeking out right now, man. This is so cool.
Funny.
Wait, is that the same Noah we know?
Yeah, Noah Cornelius.
Okay.
That's so cool. Oh my god, I'm geeking out in front of everybody right now, and I do not care. Oh, that's so awesome. My dad follows him, or follows the stuff he does on Facebook, because he does a lot of Facebook live streams and stuff. So that's so cool. If my dad's watching right now, he's probably like, that's awesome.
So I got this thing put together, and the only thing that bothers me is that this hood won't stay down all the way.
Oh man.
So maybe if you just open it up and it'll be okay.
Wait, you're telling me that we literally didn't do that, even though it only take us like 40 minutes at most?
Dude, I got that done in like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like a pit stop. You'd only have lost like 20 laps.
Andrew Winslow. Sorry, I'm getting excited now, man. He said Bill Rexford, 1950 champ, 1 win, worst champion ever.
Is that his only career win?
That's awesome. Hold on, where'd my phone go? Oh, Durham, reading it. Man, I'm geeking out right now, man. That's so cool. Let me look up Bill Rexford for a second here. I want to look up his championship season now, just
Going
because.
back going back to GN Super Chat, not NASCAR memorabilia, but I stole a yellow tab from Tower of Terror when I worked there. So, you know, they make you pull on the yellow tab to check your seatbelt. I have one.
Pull. So someone's gonna walk in there, pull on your yellow tab, and there's not
Where'd
gonna
it
be
go?
one there.
No, they kept a bunch of extra ones because people were so stupid. You'd have to like show them what they needed to pull. You'd point at it and they would not know what you're talking about. And then you finally do this. Be like, you see this? Pull it. Yeah.
Maybe they
You
were
really
different.
learn how difficult people can be when you work at a theme park.
Okay, so looking at Bill Rexford's championship season, get ready. He didn't
Oh,
even
no.
start all the races.
That was common though.
Okay.
17 of 19 races he started.
Oh,
He
it's
had
only 19 races.
one win, 5 top 5s, 11 top 10s. He only led 98 laps in his championship season. How much money do you think he made?
$12,000.
Man, you were judging way too high.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it was 1950, right?
Yeah,
$4,000.
a little higher, but you're warmer.
$7.
$7. No, $6,175. And in his other years, he made 785, 400, $150, and $350.
To be fair, $7 might be what it felt like after everything was invested into it.
His average finish in his championship season was a respectable 10.9. He was racing at the finish of 7 of his 17 starts. That's
Wow.
Old NASCAR is fun, man.
And I'm sorry, I just gotta say this. People think Chase's was a Mickey Mouse championship.
I'm gonna do a video on that, man. I'm gonna do like top 5 worst NASCAR champions.
That's got to be up there.
That'd be
Like
a lot of research.
A lot of those cases, and granted, it's different circumstances then, but that's kind of weird.
It'd be something fun to do. Okay, so let me see. So that one's recognizable, I think.
Is it Denny Hamlin? I can't.
Bingo.
Okay.
What about this one?
Kyle
JJ
Busch?
Yaley.
JJ Yaley.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
I said yeah.
Okay, that one.
I don't know.
Jeff Burton.
Greg Biffle.
Oh, I do know Biffle's signature. Yeah. Oh, I didn't see this.
Oh yeah.
I know
GB16.
Biffle's signature. I should have known that.
And then there are 2 on here. Okay, I think this one's Kurt Busch, if I'm not mistaken.
Could be.
So there's one on here. I do not know for the life of me who this is. It might be Jeremy Mayfield, because fun story here. Kurt Busch and Jeremy Mayfield stopped by us because there were a bunch of kids there, and we got to like sit and chat with them for 45 minutes until a bunch of drunks that looked like The Walking Dead showed up. Anyway, I don't know who this is. It just is a bunch of scribbles.
That could be Burton. Jeff Burton.
I didn't meet him in 2007.
Oh,
I do
okay.
remember that.
Yeah, then I do not know. That could be anybody.
I don't know. Someone said y'all just wait till Quinn Hoff gets going.
and waiting.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh,
It's been 80 years.
this is a well-known person right here.
It feels like that should be obvious. Then, whoa.
Well, most people don't ask for his autograph.
Michael Waltrip,
No, but it is a Mike.
Mike.
Mike Harmon.
Getting closer, but no.
I'm not,
Mike Wallace.
No.
I don't think so.
Mike Joy.
No.
That's a good guess.
That's a good guess.
It looks like Miluto. I don't know.
You want me to give it to you?
I'm running out of mics.
You want me to give it to you?
Mike Davis.
No. I did meet Mike Davis back in 2019, though.
Mm-hmm.
Along with somebody else.
Mike Wazowski. I have no more guesses.
Okay.
I give up.
Mike Helton.
Oh,
Ooh, okay.
So,
I kind of see an H at the end there. Yeah, okay.
fun story about Mike Helton. Mike Helton has a golf cart, and I probably said this one too. My mic's messed up.
Are your levels low maybe on OBS?
No, I have it all the way up.
Well,
It for some reason though, my OBS every time. Yeah, I see someone in the chat did guess Mike Helton.
oh, well done.
So good job on ya, Race Craze 95. It might be because I was behind the mic a little bit. That might be part of it. But Mike Helton has this golf cart, and the thing is like this high off the ground, and it's a Hummer. Like it's the body of a Hummer with like silver wheels in the middle and giant like beefed up wheels on it, and it looks like a little Hummer. And it was funny because like for years they'd had this concert right near our campsite, and Mike Helton and Steve O'Donnell and a few other NASCAR officials would always show up to it, and they partied. It was pretty cool. I got to have my picture taken when I was 15 with him. We were sitting. I actually got to sit on his Hummer to take the picture with him, so that was pretty cool.
On his knee. Uncle Mike.
I got to see the mustache in person. No, but what's funny is
Smell the food remnants in his mustache.
in 2019.
Okay, now you're getting weird there, Eric.
In 2019, a bunch of us YouTubers went to Bristol, and for the Xfinity race, we got to go to the drivers' meeting. And here comes Mike Helton, and he saw a few of the people that were with us. He knew, and so went over to talk with him. And I started talking to him, and I told a different story about I was the guy over there, and at the time we had a congressman sticker on our RV because we bought it from someone who had bought it from a congressperson. And he goes, and he remembered me. He's like, that was you? I'm like, yeah, I was like the teenager that was always there, and he actually remembered it. And I'm like, that's so cool. Chaos Control says, yo, Eric, play Stairway to Heaven.
It's time, Eric.
No, I can't. I don't know how to play Stairway to Heaven.
I'm immediately thinking Wayne's World, man.
Yeah, sorry.
No stairway. Let's see. I can't tell who. Maybe this one's David Stremme. This kind of looks like it could be a 40 right here, or a 60.
If you really believe, is that Kyle Busch above it?
I don't know.
Well,
might be. And then I think this one is Jamie McMurray. Has a J right there, I think.
maybe.
Someone said Freebird.
I can't play that either. I'm very limited to what I can play. I can play Steve Miller Band.
Oh, do it.
I can take a big swing of that. I feel like that's how people listening to that would look.
Talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. I can't sing for her.
That was pretty good though.
I'm like mediocre at best. That sounded really good, man. That was good.
Oh, can't hit that note over here. I'm getting used to this neck. My fingers aren't long enough. Where'd Danny go?
I don't know, but I love John Lee Pettimore said play some Primus.
Who's that? I don't know who that is.
Go on down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Okay. I don't know. What else do I know? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like classic bass songs that I would know.
No, they're saying play Eric Clapton's Cocaine.
Guys, I don't know country songs.
It's not country.
What's Eric Clapton? I don't. Yeah, no, Eric Clapton's not.
Sorry. Edible Giraffe, thanks for the $5. Says I've seen races in Talladega and I've driven a stock car at Charlotte. Oh, nice. What track should I go to next for either experience? To see a race, go to Martinsville, man. Martinsville is amazing. Same with Bristol. Those two tracks are just a joy to be at. Here comes Danny. I pull into a ring of fire.
That was pretty good.
I can have a lower voice. It's like once you start getting me to try and like extend my voice, it goes immediately to Peter Brady. Oh, and spin the UFO. I'll spin the UFO more. burning ring of fire.
I wish I used to remember how to play all that. I don't remember how to play it anymore.
Or same play All Star.
I actually do know the verses bass line for that. Somebody.
Somebody, 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 somebody.
Close enough.
Somebody. Oh, you know what I saw today?
What?
I was sitting on TikTok after my run, and I was scrolling through, and these two guys. Now every time I say somebody, I'm gonna laugh. These two guys, they got a request, and what they do is they turn hip hop songs and rap songs into country songs. And
I like Eric Clapton,
They
famous rapper.
They turned Thrift Shop into a country song.
I could see it. I don't know, maybe not. That's good. That sounds pretty impressive, though.
That's weird.
I think I saw someone made a parody of Thrift Shop into a fishing song. It was like Bait Shop or something like that.
That might have been it. I'll mute my phone, and I'll send you the TikTok after we get off. But it was really cool because it's like it fit perfectly with what they were doing with it. Blue Jimmy saying "Play More Than Words" by Extreme. I've actually never heard. I don't think I've heard that song.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Played 035.
Ooh, Nothing Else Matters by Metallica.
Oh wait, I think I do. Do I know that one?
I can't remember
No.
the lyrics of that one.
I used to remember how to play it.
We should seriously, because
How'd that go?
I need to learn how to play guitar, and we should seriously just have a jam out stream.
How'd that go? I used to know how to play Nothing Else Matters. I forgot it now.
I like this one from No Bones. Eric, you should play your Out of the Groove theme before reviewing Nashville. That would
I like
be pretty
that.
Badass.
I gotta learn how to play it first, but yes.
That would be awesome.
I don't know how it goes. Something like that. No, it's close enough.
Oh, now I got Steve Miller Band stuck in my head. My mom's gonna come home because that's one of her favorite songs, and I'm just gonna be playing it on the UFO. Let's see. Play Linkin Park's "In the End."
Is there any bass in that song at all?
I
don't think there is.
Chemical Romance.
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Eric, can you rickroll us?
Guys, I don't play that. I'm putting this away. You guys. I feel inefficient now that because they like naming all these like common songs. I don't know how to play any of those. Like,
what ones like off the top of your head do you know?
Well, this is a bass guitar, so obviously this isn't. I'm not going to be playing any crazy melodies that are super recognizable. It's a I don't know.
Fly like an eagle.
Let's see.
I love how I got this thing out and I haven't even flipped a page yet in this thing. I had like little thumb, like you can see on here. So there's my infield pass, but I had like little tabs here, so that when a driver would come up, I'd just literally grab the tab and pull to the page.
That's good. That's smart.
I got like overboard with it. So like this isn't the greatest one, but again, I was only like 11, 12 years old when I made this. But this one is so like Jamie McMurray, for instance. I had a bunch of cards of Jamie McMurray. Trying to see. So like right here, I made a little paper like pouch, and I put all of the cards in that of mine that I had of his. And
That's cool.
Xavier, thank you for the $2.99 super chat. Says, will Kyle Busch go 4 for 4 tomorrow night? I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I feel pretty dumb for not having him as my pick now.
That's what the field's gonna be hearing when he starts getting near the front.
I love it. So, fun fact about old NASCAR cards is they would make these ones that looked like tickets. and they would have a ticket card with like a driver on it. And then I got one with McMurray, and the instead of the numbers on the bottom of like what section you're in, your seat and row and everything, the stats on it were wins, top fives, and top tens. So Jamie in 2006 got 0 wins, 2 top fives, and 6 top tens, forever immortalized on a racing card that you can't even see.
Wow.
That's kind of a cool idea, though, to make
It
it look like a
is.
ticket.
It is.
That's cool memorabilia I have sitting here. Hold on.
See, oh, and like on their little pouch, I'd have career highlights. So this one I have for Kurt Busch is like one golden, well, I think it was year highlights. One Golden Corral 400, one Coca-Cola 600, and I have like where they were in points at the time. So he was 4th heading into Chicagoland.
Who's that? Who's this signature?
Um, I'm gonna default Matt Kenseth.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, it's Matt Kenseth. I think that's a 20 towards the bottom right there.
Yes. All right.
you're an easy man, Eric. Stuff.
Hey, if they're gonna sign my ticket, it's gotta be, someone I like. Damn it! Do it on the ground.
Well, let's see. Okay, so this one,
Yeah.
again, I didn't have the greatest artistic prowess, but I always was proud of how I could draw the Hendrick 5 really well.
That actually is pretty good.
Yeah, and so
And you
he
got
signed
Mark Martin to sign and slap his little army sticker on there.
No, so this isn't a sticker. This is actually for a keychain, and I
Oh.
had there was an ungodly amount of tape right on top of that.
Oh.
And then I had to color all the tape around it in red so it would fit. So that red right there all looks brighter than the rest of this. That's all done in Sharpie.
That's cool.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember. I think it was either 2008, because 2008 I made them. I didn't color them in, but I'm trying to remember if it was 2008 or 2009 when I met Jimmy Johnson.
Yes,
Because-
Chad. I'm a Houston Rockets fan.
So it was 2008. I had my book that I'd made, and I didn't. And this is the reason I had these little thumbtag things. And I was shuffling the book around, and because I was scared out of my mind to get his autograph, and his wife was with him, and I'm sitting here taking like a minute to find his page, flipping through every page, and I hear like, she goes, Jimmy, you're gonna be late for the driver's meeting. He's like, it's all right. Like, give the kid a little time. He'll get it. And I'm just like, that moment always stuck with me because, like, I'll be real with you. I hated Jimmy Johnson with how much he won. I hated him with a passion, man. Like, and I don't think I'm alone in that sentiment. And so when he did that, that literally changed my perception of him. And I had actually, when I came home, I remember telling my dad, I'm like, because he was like, oh, I wish Johnson would just crash or blow an engine. And I'm like,
I wish he'd die.
No, I never went that far. Never went that far. But he, but I told him, I'm like, I can't hate him anymore because he was so nice to me. And then fast forward 11, 12 years, and it's like, oh yeah, I got to interview him too.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 10 years later you went to take a photo with him and he just slapped your phone out of your hand.
Get that shit out of my face. Let's see. I got Michael McDowell's autograph.
Oh, that's big.
And thing is, I didn't pay attention to the back of the pack like I do now, so I made the Michael Waltrip 55 for him. Oh, do I have?
That's funny.
I do. Okay, I didn't. I did again. I didn't pay attention. Well, Norm Benning attempted to make a cup race that year, so I have a Norm Benning page in here, and I just made up a random font and random colors for him. So I just made up a random Norm Benning page.
Oh, those clashed a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks like an icy machine.
It's bad. It's bad. I know. I'm trying to find the good ones I had. I know in 2009, I met Martin Truex Jr. right as he was on his way to do the press conference to announce he had signed with Michael Waltrip Racing, and I'm like, hey Martin, you got anything like really big coming up or anything? And he's like, yeah, actually in 5 minutes.
That's funny.
God, there's some other good ones in here. I'm looking at these and realizing I didn't do as good a job as I always touted myself of doing. And geez, there's so much crap in here. Yeah, you can tell this is old. This is when Casey Kane still drove the Budweiser Dodge.
Budweiser.
I have that diecast.
Oh, looks like someone's home because the rat dog is barking.
Rat dog.
God, I'm telling you what, I'm never having a small dog again.
We are never having children.
I would punt that damn thing back down to Arkansas if I could.
Oh my goodness.
No, I do love that dog. It's a good dog.
But it doesn't shut up.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. You know what it's like waking up at 6 a.m. to a dog barking at its own shadow? Annoying.
No, that is a little much.
So I got Max Pappas's autograph, and there's a funny story to this. I saw him walking out of the garage, and he's walking. He walks fast. He walks really, really fast.
He's a race car driver.
Lord, that dog is loud. Come on. I'm literally gonna text my brother to shut the dog up. Anyway,
Do with that info what you will.
do with that what you will. Imply what you will.
Oh God.
No. She's a good dog, for the most part. Anyway, so I'm walking with this big ass book right behind him. Like, can you sign this? He goes, yeah, in a minute. I need to do something in turn 3. And I'm sitting there like, that makes no sense. And so I literally just keep following him, and he just takes the book finally and just signs it and gives it back. So I annoyed Max Pappas into giving me an autograph. Oh, here's what I was talking about. So I got all creative with Greg Biffle's page. God, this thing is bigger than I remember. So it's a poster, and I taped it on so that I could open up the poster.
That's clever.
Yeah, So, fun fact about Greg Biffle and why I've always, in some way or another, been supportive of him is from 2007 to 2011, when I actually went to get autographs every time I went to a race, he was the only person, aside from Carl Edwards, that stopped every single year. And I have a ton of respect for him for that, because that's badass. He didn't have to, either. Oh, I know that...
That's cool.
Okay, and now I know for sure this is 2010 because Kenseth had a purple car, and that wasn't 2009.
No, that was 2010.
Let me see. I think I got cards here. Yeah, here I do. So, yeah, they also, what they did in 2008 is they made cards with the chase grid right before they started the chase and where they were starting in the chase.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so...
What year was that? Because he didn't make the chase in 2009.
This is 08 because he started the chase off, I believe it's 8th on here. I think, yeah, it's 8th.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was always pretty. Or wait, no, it was 2007, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why it said 2008 on it. It was the 2007 chase because it was, yeah. And then they would do parodies on the old NASCAR cards of popular shows at the time, and Matt Kenseth's was American Racing Idol. God,
What?
it's bright. Yeah.
What even is that?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's American Idol.
Yeah.
I thought there's actually a show called American Racing Idol for a second there. I was like, hold, what? Why?
No, they did, but they
That's
did.
fun.
They did parodies, and it was pretty funny. Like opening them up, and I'd be like, because I used to watch American Idol at the time. Full disclosure, and I'm just like, I wonder how Simon would treat him.
I feel like Matt Kenseth could be Simon Cowell.
Oh, I got Kyle Busch's autograph that year. And
You
he
didn't
made
get
sure-
Kenseth's? He didn't stop and sign?
No, I actually never saw him that weekend. I saw Junior once, and I chased after his golf cart, and I tripped and fell. And
Oh, Eric Jones just tweeted the most important question of all time.
what is that?
He said, Nicolas Cage is the greatest actor of our generation. True or false?
Oh,
This
not the
is-
bees! Not
This
the
is an
bees!
important question. That is true. What? Only 31% have said true? We got to change that.
change
Chat. 140 y'all watching. I expect to see 140 more votes on Eric Jones's Twitter poll. True. He's not the best, but he's one of the best. He deserves true votes on this quiz, on this poll.
Face off. Face off.
This is big. The freaking national treasure.
I'm not following Eric Jones.
Oh,
Oh, for shame.
You know what that means, though, if 31% says true? Do you know what that means for false?
it's not nice. That's all I know. It's not nice.
Do it for the meme, Eric. Do it for the meme.
Nice.
Maddie M, thank you for the $2 super chat. Jarrett, Who is your favorite drivers today? Wow, that's a big question. Blaney, definitely right now, Blaney. No, I
You
like
on
Blaney before the
a
interview.
Blaney kick.
I like Bubba. I like Bowman. I've really Chase Elliott's really grown on me in the last 2 years. Um, God, man, if my family's watching, they're gonna be like for shame of me on this one. Kyle Busch has grown on me just for the excitement. Noah Gragson.
This is how Kyle Busch wears his hats.
Yeah, it's true. Oh my God, I'm
Yeah.
like,
Like
yeah.
here, I'm gonna give you guys a Kyle Busch post race press conference impression. You ready?
That'd
Just
be
here, so don't
great.
get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined. Um, which Noah Gregson, which funny enough, I've already I said it on Twitter, so it should be fine. I was in the media press conference today, um, and Noah shouted me and Eric out at different points, and I'm just like, huh? I didn't know
That's
that
big.
happened.
I
So
saw the clip. Someone posted it eventually. He pronounced my last name wrong, and it made me realize I don't say my last name hardly ever.
mm-mm.
Even when we were on like backseat drivers, Danny, they would always introduce us as Danny B and Eric.
Yeah, you're right.
Jonathan Merriman, Alex Weaver, Danny B and Eric. I'm like, I guess it's because I have an unusual
We
last
were
name.
we were
We're afraid to
generic.
pronounce
Thanks
it.
for being here.
Yeah.
I love that.
But-
What? So Alex Weaver and Jonathan Merriman and Danny V and Eric.
I mean, they're more enthusiastic than
Yeah,
that,
I
but it's
know.
kind of funny.
I don't.
My
We've
last
never
name
really
is Estepp. You
we,
can pronounce
we
it Estepp if you want.
we've
But
never really spoken about that, but it's been like forever now since we were last on an episode of that. We were like doing it pretty much regular, and all of a
no, they
sudden,
replaced us with a revolving door of either Parker Kligerman. Who'd they
Well-
have? They had some big name the first week.
I got nothing wrong with them replacing us or not no longer using us. It just felt weird how we just never heard anything, just suddenly silence and not a word.
They replaced us with somebody important the first week. It was like Larry Mack or somebody. I don't remember. But Noah Gregson pronounced it like Esps. Like he said like Esteps. I don't know. We all mispronounce his name, so I guess it's fair.
Noah Gregson. You're
Grogson. Noah Grogson.
So, Goose Winnipeg, thank you for the $1.99. This is for you, Eric. How would you rank all of Kenseth's schemes? I mean, maybe just do a top three. Or
Oh, God.
bottom three, both.
Jeez. He has no bad schemes. That's a lie. I like my look right now. I'm sorry. I'm just admiring my goofy look. Best night Kansas. I love his 2005 DeWalt car. It just was clean, fairly simple, but amazing. And it looked great on the way the Gen 4 bodies looked around that time. Really, any of his DeWalt cars look good.
His 05 USG sheetrock car looked pretty good.
Those were always solid. I didn't hate those. They were fine. I always kind of liked the neon yellow and green RL Carriers car. I mean, they were disgusting, but I kind of liked it. His Crown, I saw Jake in the chat earlier said the Crown Royal schemes are underrated. I agree. I think his the 2 years he had Crown Royal, they were very solid, very clean. I don't have a top three. I only know that 2005 one's my favorite. That's it.
Someone put in the chat. Dodger Dude put in the chat a hat of disappointment, Eric.
I'm just surprised this thing can fit over my big head and get this, like, it's past my eyebrows right now.
So let me grab this really quick. I got a Dale Jr. hat in the mail the other day because I found it on eBay for like $4, and it's one that I didn't have because I collect like his main hat for each season, and I have like 2011 through his retirement. I have his rookie one. And then I have 03, 04, but I didn't have 01, 02, or 05. And I found the 05 one. I gotta grab it because it's like it is both one of the most nostalgic, but also one of the most early 2000s ugliest kind of looks. But it fits in that era, but it won't fit on my damn head, even though it's an extra large because I have so much more hair now compared to before. So let me grab it really quick. It's right here. Oh. This thing I love it, but it's butt ugly, and I will admit so. It's a red and darker red camo. It is so ugly, but I but for nostalgia's sake, and there's even lighter red on it, like right here. It's so hideously ugly, but I love it.
I thought that was a whoopee cushion when you pulled it out. Pulled it up, it was like all soggy, flabby looking.
Got a little 8 on here. A little B for Bud. Um,
B for bail.
let's see what else I got in here really quick, because I wanna get some of the chat's questions and stuff. So there's McDowell, Trex. Oh, there's a funny one in here I got. So there's Edwards. There's a funny one I have in here, and I've told this story before of like, I think I said it last week, where I went to the bathroom. My grandpa's like, Danica Patrick drove by on her bike. I'm like, yeah, right. And then he left, and Danica Patrick rode by on her bike. So this is the end result. I didn't make anything for the then nationwide drivers.
That's her signature?
Yep.
That's clean.
She has a clean signature.
It is very clean. I honestly, taking nostalgia out of it, I think it is the cleanest signature I have ever gotten from anyone. Don't get me wrong. I have a signed Dale Jr. hat here, which holds much more significance in my heart. But I will admit that was a damn good signature.
What's the ugliest signature y'all have? I know, like, 'cause that's pretty clean, but like just ugly. Like, I don't know about me, but I know my dad got Ryan Blaney to sign like a hero card a couple years ago when we were in the garage area, and I mean, it was cool, but God, his signature is not great to begin with, but that was really ugly.
That one, I don't know who it was from. I know it's not Tony Stewart.
I have a mini Chase Elliott helmet that he signed at Bristol, and honestly, it's so small and light, like you can't even tell he signed it, really.
I know Richard Petty always said that when he signed autographs, what he would do is he would make sure it was the exact same and be very slow with autographs every time. And they asked him, like, Richard, why do you do that? Like, just sign your name on there. People will like it either way. And he said, unlike these, I think it was like in the 2000s or maybe the 90s, but he said, unlike these kids today, I want people to know they met Richard Petty and not just, oh, that's a driver, I don't know who it's from.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I give him credit, dude.
That's true.
And when I visited the Rockford Speedway last summer, that was part of his '92 retirement tour, and I think they said like 3,000 or 4,000 people showed up to that itty bitty short track to meet Richard Petty and to hear him talk and stuff. It's like a damn presidential campaign, like holding rallies for Petty.
Petty rallies.
Make the 43 great again.
Well, that could be their slogan today.
Yeah, it could be their slogan
And for the last 10 years. Yeah.
30 years.
Oh yeah, it was many years.
No, but no hate to RPM though.
Just a small dig because they're slow.
Oh, the one.
I
love
whenever
it.
we're not doing the actual podcast, I just like super laid back.
It's so
Yeah.
petty. I love it.
Like, I don't mean it. But I actually, I mean, I do.
This is Eric. He's exposed.
This one is like the only team logo I colored in, and it was the one guy that signed for me.
That's Roush. I recognize that signature.
So yeah, what people don't realize about Jack Roush is that behind every one of his signatures,
It's a story.
No, yeah, no, he puts he signs USA after it. And I'm
Yeah,
just
he
like-
does.
I'm like, I'm glad he's patriotic. I just don't understand like why he does
Maybe he's
that.
proud of his American-made Ford vehicles. I don't know. Yeah, where's Jack Roush from? I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look that up.
Probably
This
from
is-
like, he's probably from Charlotte. I don't even know, or maybe he's from Detroit. I don't know. He's a big engine guy.
So I met.
Covington, Kentucky is where he was born. I don't know if he grew up there, but
This one's culturally relevant right now for NASCAR. I got the first autograph I got that year was from Dr. Jerry Punch. And
neat.
so, you've seen me at races before, both of you, and I'm always sunburnt some way or another, or at least pink. So at 11, I was not nearly as responsible for myself and even staying in shade. And I stayed out in the sun for like 6 hours on the Thursday with like opening practice and stuff. And so I ended up getting a really bad sunburn here that ended up blistering up. And so the next day I wore a shirt over it because it, hurt to have any exposure to air. And when I meet Dr. Jerry Punch, and amazing man, very, very kind. He took time to talk with me about, broadcasting, stuff like that. See, even then, subconsciously, I knew what I wanted to do. No, I'm kidding. Um, but at the end, he pats me on the shoulder, right where I got the worst of the sunburn. And I'm just like, thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure to meet you. I also got to meet
Gosh.
DW too, so that was pretty chill.
He just punched you in the stomach, just like broke a rib.
No, it's funny because when I met him, he was on his way to do trackside, and and so he comes up, and that's the other dog hitting the door. Uh,
Bring him in.
the thing is, he can barely stand, so I'd have to pick him up and carry him. And listen, it sounds like someone's.
Is he like?
Can you hear
What is he
it?
doing?
Yeah, that's his tail. He's wagging
So he
his
just
tail.
thumping the door.
So
Tapping.
he's a huge dog. He's like,
How big is he?
110 pound. He's a mix
Wait.
between a standard poodle and a golden retriever.
Okay.
And so he's giant.
Bring
and
him in.
His tail's like that big.
Oh, bring him in.
So he'll just sit there and just hit the door and just like hit the door like all the time because he just that too. He likes to lay at the end of the hallway there.
Bring in the big fluffer.
Bring him in, Jared. Why can't we not see the fluffy?
Because I need to let him calm down before he knocks
Alright.
everything down in my.
No, that's fine. You can replace Diecast.
Hold on. There's something though that could hurt him that I've had actually behind me for the last 2 weeks.
Oh.
Last month.
A lava pit.
Yes. No.
A samurai sword.
Someone said Clifford in the chat.
A giant ass
Oh.
fender.
Nice.
Where did you
Couple
get
more
that?
of those, and you'll have a whole car.
So, story behind it is my brother and I. They're like, Jared has people in his basement. No. I'd find a better place for the body. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God.
Sorry, bad joke.
Yeah, bad
For
joke.
legal
Moving on.
reasons,
Fender.
that's a joke for legal. No,
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny, honestly.
That was great.
Fender.
Anyway, so for the fender, 2019 at Chicagoland was the first time my brother had been able to come in with us into the infield for the whole weekend. He'd come in for 2018, so he got to see the slide job finish right in front of him, which is pretty badass. And so he got to come in. We get there on Thursday, and the truck race happens, and it was like a wreck fest, man. It was. I actually posted a video of Natalie Decker crashing in front of me on Twitter, to which people are like, "You're just doing this because you hate her," and I'm like, "No, I'm doing it because like, how often do people crash in front of you? It's not. It. I mean, you all know when filming a race.
Yeah.
So we go back because I wanted to see if I could meet Norm Benning, of course. And this is something I've been doing for like 10 years now, is trying to meet Norm Benning. And seriously, ever since 2010, I've been like, it was my dream to meet Norm. Anyway, so we go down there, and there's just this giant fender that's laying pinned underneath the fence, separating fans from the garage area. And what people don't realize is Chicagoland's garage was like built way too small. Like, most of the truck teams couldn't actually fit in a garage stall because there was always a triple header going on. So they had to bring tents to put over their trucks. And so I never got to meet Norm, but there was this fender here. My brother's like, "Can we take it?" And at the time I didn't know we could. And so I'm like, "I don't know, just put your foot here, and if it's still here when the trucks are leaving, we'll take it." And that ended up happening. My brother's carrying it back, not realizing that it's not all a composite body, basically. There's a ton of sheet metal, and he ends up cutting his arm on the damn sheet metal. Because...
Dangerous stuff.
Yeah, let me...
That's why I feel like that sheet metal Eric has in the background. When you buy it from the racing warehouse, they do a good job of like taping the sides of it so you don't do that.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's you could definitely hurt yourself on it a little bit, but it's not sharp.
There's actually
yeah.
rubber, like...
That thing is, that is brutal.
Yeah, and...
That thing's hanging off of it and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you don't know whose truck it's off of.
No. So I want to ask the chat this for next week when we come on here, because we'll probably be closing up in the next 15 or so, give or take. Then I can tell you guys more about the funny ass stuff we were talking about beforehand, before the stream. But I want to see if the chat can figure out who it was in the 2019 truck race with a white fender who crashed. And it has to be. It looks like, based on where the contingencies are, it looks like it would be from the left front. So if somebody can figure that out for me, I don't have a prize or anything, but I'll shout you out, I guess. I don't know. I would love to know that.
He'll poke you with the fender.
Hey, Slap, how's it going, man? Oi, you got a license? Oh shit, that's awesome, man. Slap, we gotta get you on one of these things because we
I was
just
about
talk
to say
about
the same thing.
we talk about just random history on here. Maybe we'll get Barbara on here with you.
Oh gosh.
Y'all know that now. Both of you know that
No,
context now.
that's a BS stream thing.
Yeah. Just get Barbara on here with.
I think that's
Slap.
a Hooters thing at 2 a.m. or whatever it was.
That was 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, respectable.
JJ fan 7-time. It was 2019. 2019 Chicagoland. Oh no, he'll come back in the dark. 2019 Chicagoland. Someone who wrecked at least their left front. That's what we got to figure out. Nice trucks are white. Yeah. Someone said Moffitt or Creed. A lot of Natalie Decker. Jesus. I did not mean to make this a meme about Decker. Honest to God, I'm kind of over the Decker memes, to be completely real with you. I mean, she honestly has improved recently. So. Oh, my UFO, my beautiful UFO. That Ryan Blaney was the first damn one to notice of any of the guests this year. And actually, he was the first guest to say, spin the UFO. Slaps in the chat. Barbara. Oh, that is a BS stream. Just have all the people involved in that one all together, like a Hooters reunion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, probably just because I don't want everybody trying to find out right now. But yeah, someone said it might be Spencer Davis. Someone said Tyler Dipple. Ross Chastain. Oh, I thought that was a lamp. Well, it doubles as a lamp and a UFO, and a speaker, which is really damn cool, to be real with you. That dog is loud, but he's a good boy. He's a real good boy. Let's see what else. Oh, and this one, I ended up getting not many. I don't even know who I got on this one, but it was from 2011. I signed my own name on it, so that at least I had one person sign it. Zane Smith is in the chat. They have said Zane Smith. Oh, I had the points in here. In 2011, to Pocono, leaving Pocono and going to Michigan. People forget how good of a start Dale Jr. had that year, man. Carl Edwards had the points lead by 6 points over Jimmy Johnson, 10 points over Dale Jr., and 11 over Kevin Harvick. Clint Boyer was the only one in the top 10 that ended up missing the chase that year. The person who went in for him that year was Brad Keselowski, who, with 16 races going to towards the chase, was 22nd in points. And he was 47 plus 16 is 60. He was 63 points out of the top 12, which at the time was the cutoff, which means he was 72 points out of the top 10. Damn. That's something. A lot of people are saying Spencer Davis. Well, good to know. So after 2 years, our mystery has been solved because I was too damn lazy to actually look and see who crashed. I wonder if I got any better art with this year, though. Yeah, I did. Yeah, this is my Jimmy Johnson page. always been somewhat artistic and and what I do. I'm just trying to find if I know Greg Biffle signed, but I want to try and find someone new. See, I am damn proud of how well I can draw a Hendrick 5. It's a little off, but I'm proud of it. Because it is one of the
You
most
should be
bad...
proud of it.
Dude, it's one of the most badass looking number fonts in my opinion. I'm so happy it's back. Like, I would love if they did the old, 25 one day that could fit with the 24 and 48 and 5. But
Mm-hmm.
that 5 is so badass, dude. Like,
Yeah, it was cool for a little bit where they had like 3 of the 4 numbers was all the same font. Like,
mhm.
I don't know, there's something about I like Joe Gibbs Racing, I like Stuart Haas, I like Penske, how they all are uniform with the numbers.
It's just, it feels clean, Um, draw a Larson 5. It's basically the same thing, just different colors. I mean, I honestly 5. Honestly, I've thought about like for the next gen making something like that. Um, but that's something I will say for people out there who like getting autographs. That's something very, while it's not going to be like worth a ton of money or anything one day. Like I'll be real, like that paper's probably worth less now than it was when I bought it. Um, but it's very fulfilling, especially if you get enough access to get tons of autographs. If you make those things, these kind of books, and especially with less cars now, because I was making it for every single person in the field, because back then it was harder to find the entry list. If you want something a driver will remember and will know you for, make something like that, or make something personalized to get autographs with, because it is honestly, it's one of the it shows you go above and beyond, I guess. So that would be, especially for younger fans coming into it. Like if you want to get a driver's attention with that and do something really cool, do that. I mean, I guarantee someone like Blaney or Bubba Bowman, Johnson at the time always commented anytime that he'd be there and sign. Montoya commented on it. Richard Childress, when I met him, he commented and said how he liked it. It's just stuff that like people can see the effort you put into it. Clint Boyer was like ecstatic with it. Like I didn't accidentally. I asked him for an autograph in 2011, and I had him sign it, and he was like, "Man, that's really cool." Like he was like how I was about the Ricky Rackman stuff that Noah had put in the chat,
Mm-hmm.
and 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 so like he's going on and on about it, and like I don't know if they were married at the time or if it was still his girlfriend, but she's like, "Clint, we got to make this run before because they were going running. Like we got to make this run before practice or you're gonna be late." And he's like, this kid did really awesome. This is really good, and he signed it really nice and stuff. Clint Boyer's a class act. Like I mean, there was a race I was at. I can't remember when it was, but he crashed out, and I saw him in the backseat of the car. I think it was like 2007 or 2008, and he's just sitting there like this. You can just tell he's pissed, and he's just sitting there like that. And I say, and I'm just I see him through the window. I see he's mad, so I'm not gonna knock on the window for an autograph. That's just kind of tacky. I just wave at him, and he just goes, and then goes back to sulking. But it was like it's those little things. Like he didn't have to. Like when I tried to meet Jeff Gordon in 2009, he ignored me. Like straight up, I said his name, and he didn't even look or wave. Now, granted, he probably was busy. I don't want to impugn the honor of Jeff Gordon, because when I met him in 2019 at Kansas, he was like one of the nicest people.
Yeah.
But some drivers will ignore you. That's one thing I'll say to fans who go when they can go and get autographs again.
Harvick
Yes.
ignores you all the time.
Yes, dude. There was only one time that Harvick stopped for me, and it's because I said he'd be back in black.
I like it. I'm gonna keep it this way. I actually turned off some lights, so it's partially my camera, partially I turned off some lights.
Well, because of the dark shirt, you look like a floating head in the room.
That's why I like it. I feel like Bohemian Rhapsody. Oh, mamma mia, mamma mia.
Mamma mia, let me go. Man, we've done a lot of music in this stream. But yeah, Harvick was one. The only time he didn't ignore me is when Delana told him to pull the golf cart over and sign for me, which I thought was pretty cool. She wears the fire suit in the family after all. That was the same year, by the way. Let's see. We'll go for a couple more minutes and then we'll because we're sitting here about an hour and a half mark, and I think that should be good for one tonight, for the most part. So we'll cover the last little bit. Remember, for everybody who is watching week to week, and I do thank you for that. Next week, we're aiming for Friday night, having David Land on, talking a bit about Indy 500, talking about attendance, stuff like that. I want to learn about IndyCar personally, and I think of anybody on YouTube, that dude is 100% knows his shit, and would be a guy that would be able to teach me a bit about it without making me feel like a dumbass. Plus, I honestly, I agree with him that the Indy 500 should have fans this year. We've seen, based on the trends that we're doing right now, that it's looking positively negative. That's how I can say it this time. So
Yeah, that's not
depending
confusing.
depending on how many, okay, so based on old numbers, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway holds 257,325 spectators in its stands. So you divide that by 4, if you want to have 25%, and that would be roughly 64,300. They could honestly fit 100,000 in there with social distancing, if you think about it, because 100,000 divided by, I think it's 200. What did I say? 257,325. That's 38% capacity. I think they can do that. I think that's doable.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong. And you know what? If they play it safe but still have fans, that's better than nothing.
True.
So let's see what else we got. Eric is chatting the Bohemian Rhapsody. That's funny. Let's get a few more minutes and then we'll call it a night. How about that? So any last comments, super chats, anything like that? One of the few says, I don't wear a mask at school anymore. I'm assuming you're from Mississippi, Texas, or Florida. I could be wrong, though.
I think that everyone's wearing masks still here, as far as I know. I think all the businesses and at least schools around here, it's still business as usual.
Yeah, I kind of figured they would probably end up that way. Let's see what else we got. Fans at the 500. Yeah, man. Let's get a okay, so JJ Fan says that fender was 100% Spencer Davis. He wrecked into the grass and tore up his whole left side and tore it all off. Okay, man, that's awesome. So now I finally get that question answered. Oh, any more? Come on, let's get a few more. We'll go to the, let's say we're at 133 right now. We'll go to the 135 mark. 2 more minutes, and we'll call it a night. How about that? Indy 500 should have fans this year. It'd be a shame if the attendance. It'd be the same attendance as the normal Brickyard 400. See, you gotta laugh about it at this point. Honestly, like, I do think though, with IndyCar being at Indianapolis with NASCAR that weekend, I do think it'll be a bit of a bump for, no pun intended, for NASCAR that weekend. I don't think it'll be like a huge one, but IndyCar racing in Indianapolis is much more popular than NASCAR, and will draw eyes. So, Philip Richards. Oh, Alan Cavana's up to 825 subscribers. Hey,
Awesome.
nice.
Get him to 1,000, guys. He needs to make some ads.
I'd love to get him on for like the whole show sometime, because he was really good at like engaging with the questions and everything we were talking about, different subjects.
You need you get like the silver play button at 100,000. At 1,000, it should be like a cardboard play button. Just send that to Alan Cavana as a joke.
Well, I think I've seen like if you really want to, you can actually just buy a play button for like whatever subscriber goal you're at.
We should make him a cardboard one.
I want to get
we should write down and like, congratulations to Fox Sports, and then cross it out. Alan Cavana.
Oh, that's bad.
Such a terrible move.
That's so mean.
So
I love
mean.
it. Oh, that's so mean. I love. Oh my god. No, if we can get one personalized though, I want to get one for when I hit 69,420. Just because I can say I can. Double nice.
Or you can just get it early and just be ready.
James says, did you hear that Chase Briscoe is doing the Bristol Dirt Race for the Truck Series? I did not hear that, but
What
that doesn't surprise me.
team would he be with? DGR?
Maybe our. What do you think,
Our is
comrade?
Xfinity.
What do you think, comrade? They could go down for one.
Well, I mean, we don't want to just like be rude and just secure to win.
There needs to be a YouTube play button for 69 subscribers. All right, let's get one last really, really good one, and then we'll call it a night. Because I want to get one that's kind of out there. Think of like the most kind of out there fun question you could think of, and then we'll use that one. Go from there. It says they're saying the '04 truck, by the way. I got Bare Necessity stuck in my head now. I got a lot of songs stuck in my head. I'm like, my head's like a jukebox. the truck Roper finished third in. Come on, one more. My UFO is starting to steam. We gotta get one more so I can take it back to the shop. Eric in the Glass Case of Emotion reboot? Maybe. I don't know. Is mayonnaise an instrument? Is it, Danny? Is it? Is
It
I
is.
look like I'm in a glass case of emotion right now.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Of course it is.
How about
Anything can be
horseradish?
an instrument. Yeah, well, sure.
Another one. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Let's end on this one. Is Byron a contender? I think it's a fun one to
I
debate.
shrugged, but then I realized y'all can't see my shoulders.
I can see the shadow.
I have to really enunciate it. Yeah, I mean, he could be. That's not very great commentary, but
I think like time's gonna tell. But if this is how he's gonna be with all the 550 races, then I think that would be. They should watch out for a lot of those. I'll just say that's a good. It's still a good chunk of the schedule is 550. I think people forget that when they're celebrating 750 being used for so many races. It's like there's still a ton of 550 ones. So I guess if Homestead carries over, if the performance I should say carries over, I think that would be. This might have been a warning weekend for the field. I think. I agree. I think it's too early to tell. I agree with you, Noah Coleman. Maybe, but too early to tell. I think we can call it a night from there. Anyone have anything else to add? Hello.
Nope.
sorry, I've been eating for the last like 10 minutes. So that's why I'm
no problem. Man.
cutting in and out.
All right, guys. So next week, aiming.
Thanks for
Friday.
watching, everybody.
Yes, thank you for watching. Aiming for Friday night to have David Land on Talk Some IndyCar, which is something kind of new for me. So that should be pretty fun. So be sure to watch. That should be a fun one. It's always fun when David comes on.
Except for that time we tried to, Darian had the bright idea to go up like on a one-on-one college debate show style thing. I don't know what that plan was.
That was funny as hell, man. That was funny. I
mean, it was funny. It was not fun to watch.
No.
To watch Darian do his thing.
No, because Darian is straight up said, so we can say it. David won that debate hands down.
I mean, it was. I don't really remember exactly what they taught. It just felt like it shifted topics so much. I didn't understand what they were debating.
But it all's well that ends well, So
yeah, good times. It only made us all stronger, strengthened our relationships.
All right. Well, we don't do Dale calls for this one. We just say bye. By the way, Darian is going to be hosting the NASCAR Weekly Podcast next Wednesday, so that should be a fun show. Or this Wednesday coming up, I should say, not next Wednesday. So that should be a fun one. Don't know who the guest or guests are, but that will be announced in the coming week. I guess till next time. Better start the stream at noon. I would be be petty and do that, but I'm not gonna, because there are people in school on Fridays. What happened to Wednesday night? Is the no, the podcast is not next Friday. It's next Wednesday. We're having another Iceberg IRL, probably around next Friday. So just to clarify there, Wednesday night, NASCAR Weekly Podcast, Iceberg IRL moves around because it's just a fun stream. It's like a BS stream with actual topics. So, all right, y'all. We're going to call